Next up, Columbus Crew forward Diego Rossi. Questions from the room?
Buenas tardes, Diego.
Good afternoon, Diego. Considering you've already been in a final, this isn't new to you. You did it in 2020 under similar circumstances against a Mexican opponent while you were still in Los Angeles. Do you feel a thirst for a rematch, or would you say that's a part of the past and this is a totally different match? Good afternoon. No, that's not how I see it. Of course, you always compete to win. And that's what I have in mind, compete to win. No, I don't see it as a rematch. Of course, I did learn from that experience, and I'll try to use it in my favor in this match. Hi, Diego. This is your second CONCACAF final. The previous one was with Carlos Vela, a significant Mexican player, perhaps among the best in history. What have you learned from him? How did you get along with him? What's your opinion on him? Well, as a player, I think we're all familiar. He's a great player. He's had a great career.
De la cancha tener más conexión y creo que se
I've been able to get closer to him on the pitch, and we had a good time, spent time together, and I think it was a great endeavor for both. Do you think history may have a role? Pachuca is going for its sixth championship, and maybe Columbus isn't as used to this kind of international competition, and it may be a unique opportunity. Do you think that'll be a factor besides other factors that have been mentioned, such as altitude, etc.? No, I don't see it that way. I think a final is very different. Experience in previous finals helps you as a player, of course, but I think these are special matches, and once the match begins, whoever plays best that day will win. Hopefully that'll be us. Images of all of you with masks went viral. I've heard that you've played in Colorado on other special occasions. Do you consider the altitude to be a factor that'll play in Pachuca's favor? The 2,400 meters of altitude, do you think that'll affect you and your teammates in this match? It's obviously there. We'll be playing under those circumstances. But I don't think that should make us lose focus of the fact that we should do what we've been doing so far. I think the team knows that. That will be a situation we'll have to face, but we'll have to be smart and know how to handle it. But I don't think that'll make us lose our mindset or our focus of giving 100%. Do you think it's a level playing field between the two teams? Or what advantage or disadvantage does one team have versus the other? I think it's a very hard opponent. But finals are different because of what's at stake. And I think it's not in vain that both teams have made it so far. And they're up to this situation.
Buenas tardes, Ernesto Valdés de Tigres, como visitantes, que se tenga que hacer mañana en la cancha del Hidalgo para salir campeones.
What do you have to do on the pitch tomorrow here to come out the winners? I don't think outcomes have ever affected the way we play. I think believing in the way we play is very important. It's important for the team, of course, but in response to your question, I think that was important. The team fought nonstop, We always believed in our plan, and I think that's what we were able to see in those matches. What differences do you see between MLS and Liga MX? Which league is better? They're different. It's hard to compare one league to the other. What I can say is that MLS is at a very high level. Ever since I got to the league, I've noticed it continues to grow every year. That's what I can say. But it's hard to compare. The styles are different. Sometimes it also depends on the team. But I think the MLS is playing at a high level and growing a lot.